All right, everyone, welcome back to the Brevard Sports Network and our continuing coverage of youth football here on this beautiful Saturday. And we have 12U action on the day between the Titusville Terriers and the West Volusia Little Hatters. It was touched, and it looks like Titusville will recover the kick. Titusville jumps on it. So Titusville looking to get the action started early. First and 10 for the Terriers. And here we go. Quarterback comes out in the gun. Drops back to pass. Slings it over the middle. Throws it into double coverage. And pass is intercepted, and the Little Hatters.
It's going to be first and 10 for the Hatters at the 41-yard line. First and 10 Hatters.
You know, when you have a big play like that, the one thing you don't want to do is turn momentum on yourself and forcing something that wasn't there. This Hatters team comes out in the gun. Snapping, there's number 8. Number 8 getting tripped up. Ball's on the ground. And now the Terriers. Oh.
First down Terriers. Wow, this is the first. 3 plays, 3 turnovers.
So that was number 8, Jordan Figueroa, who fumbled the football. I mean, what's next? Three plays, 3 turnovers. I mean, folks, I've never seen such a weird start to a game. Under center. Tosses it to a back, gets one stiff arm, cuts up inside, and finally is dropped after he might have gotten a yard. That was number 0 on the carry. Number 0 is Larry Walker Jr. And there's an injured Hatter on the field. They're tending to the young man. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Cash for Cars. Running or not, no title, no problem. Give them a call at 407-613-1512. Also, like to give a shout out to BlackRock Engineering and Technology. BlackRock Engineering and Technology specializes in cybersecurity, making sure you and your business stay safe. Find them online at www.blackrock, or let's try that again. Find them online at www.blackengtech.com. Again, that's www.blackengtech.com. As the young man is being helped to the sideline. Quarterback under center. One back in the backfield. One tight end, 3 receivers. It's a direct snap back to the running back. The running back cuts through, and there's Walker Jr. spinning out of a tackle, dragging a defender, and finally being brought down inside the 30-yard line.
Direct snap to the running back. Results in Titusville first down. It'll be first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
That's Larry Walker Jr. on that carry. 7:27 left to go here in the first quarter.
And welcome to the 2023 Titusville Terrier Homecoming.
2023 homecoming here for the Terriers. Drops back to pass. And quarterback will be dropped. It was number 57. Number 57 for the Hatters. They only gave one copy page of their roster. Drop back. Pumps. Quarterback now trying to make something happen. Number 12 fumbles.
Recovered by the Hatters.
And the Hatters, that was Connor Delvin, the quarterback. Wow. Timeout. Terriers on the timeout, and folks, that was, I don't know how to explain that. The Hatters look like they recovered the fumble, and will start 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. Turnover City. And so here we go. And the Titusville defense. So, I mean, folks, here within the first 4 minutes of this game, we've had an onside kick. We've had an interception. We've had 2 fumbles. I mean, you can't make this up. So here come the Hatters now. Number 8, Jordan Figueroa at quarterback. There's a wing back there. Running back behind. Hands off to the back. And the back will be dropped in the backfield. Figueroa comes out now in the gun. Man in motion. Hands off to number 28, who will be dropped in the backfield.
Loss of about 5 yards, going to bring up 2nd down and 15.
And Figueroa tries to go airborne, and that was a mistake. Look, there's only probably one or two times I ever want to see my quarterback go airborne. And if I'm being real, only one true reason I ever want to see my quarterback go airborne. It better be to win the game and score the game-winning touchdown. And nice punt. And it's going to be caught. Down the sideline, makes a man miss. There's number 2. Number 2 has got some room around that outside. He could go all the way. Touchdown, and that one's coming back. That's going to be a block in the back. It was unnecessary. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. If I'm the punt returner, if I'm number 2, I am not exactly happy with that one. That was number 2, O'Connor Green, who had his touchdown called back on a block in the back that was really unnecessary at the end. The kid wasn't going to catch Green. And now it's 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. 3:09 left to go here in the first quarter. There's the toss and fumble. And there goes number 0, slip and slide through the defense. Breaks 3 tackles. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Titusville. And there's more laundry on the field. Who brought the Tide stick? That's now the second touchdown brought back in on this drive because of an illegal block in the back. That was Larry Walker Jr. And an end-around play. He will be thrown down in the backfield by number 51. Check the number 21 there. Ethan Copeland. 2nd and 28 after having 2 touchdowns called back. One on the punt return, and the other was Larry Walker Jr. Again, both illegal block in the back. So Drops back to pass. He's going to throw it up. He's got a man.
Incomplete pass.
And I'll tell you what. Look, I get it. You're mad about a call. You know, look, and if you're the receiver, you have a right to be mad because the defender left his feet kind of
Third down.
going into you.
Terriers.
But looking at the ref and screaming at the ref is not exactly going to earn you a call, at least if you're a player. And the Titusville's got to get this snapping issue on the
Recovered by the Terriers.
Terriers. Recover the ball, and it's still fourth and a trip across the Mississippi.
And it's fourth to Daytona for a first down.
I mean, this is 30-plus yards, fourth and 30-plus. The Terriers have got to get this snapping situation figured out.
Aubrey is back to punt.
There's
Oh, it's a fake punt.
it's a fake punt.
And he's tackled for a loss. He ran out of his chute. First and 10, West Volusia. Wow, what great sportsmanship.
And we're 0-0. 10 seconds left to go in the first. This is a bizarre start to the game, I'll say that.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, but if you're parked out by the auditorium where the vendors are, you need to move your vehicle immediately or they will be towed.
And there's
If you're parked out by the auditorium in front of the school where the vendors are,
a nice run there
you'll
by
be towed.
Hatters. Gets no gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10. And that will be the final play of the first quarter with your score 0-0 right here on the Brevard Sports Network. We'll be right back. We are back here. Start of the second quarter. Like to thank Cash for Cars. Running or not, no title, no problem. Give them a call at 407-613-1512.
Again, these games are being broadcast live on the Brevard Sports Network.
And can the Hatters do something with this turnover?
Courtesy of
Cash for Cars.
Cash for Cars.
And Jordan Figueroa's got some running room. Figueroa to the outside and brought down by number 0, Larry Walker Jr.
First down for the West Volusia. You're parked out by the auditorium where the vendors are.
And there's another nice run there by Figueroa. Gets the West Volusia Hatters inside the Cash for Cars red zone. Second down and 9 for the Hatters. On the 19. Cuts it up and Figueroa throwing shoulders. He's fighting for every yard he can get. Jordan Figueroa. He picks himself up a first down, and it's 1st and goal for the Hatters inside the 6-yard line. Figueroa runs into a brick wall, picking up maybe 2 yards on the play. 2nd and goal from the 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ball's on the ground. Titusville says they have it, and the referees agree. 1st and 10 from the 5 now. It seems like every good opportunity gets to a certain point, and then a turnover happens. All right, and that's going to be a timeout, West Volusia. And, again, just the weirdest. Yeah, hold on one. And see, folks, I'm not going to lie. This is why I love doing youth football, getting a chance to see the young superstars before we're calling their names out at, here at the high school level. And I wouldn't have my Saturdays any other way. The people sometimes ask Alan and I, why do you guys do what you do? I mean, other than the fact, yes, we're guys, we love sports, but these student athletes make it worth it. And I just got a chance to meet a couple of the 14U Terriers, and all of a sudden they heard, oh, it's BSN, and just watching their face light up, that there makes the day. Quarterback under center. And barely gets a toss off, but he does. Number 17 to the outside. Slips through and falls forward at about the 10-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 5 yards. Damian Colley. Damian Colley with the toss to number 17. Layden Bush falls at the 10, and we have 2nd and 5 from the 10-yard line. 6:37 left to go here in the second quarter. Sends a man in motion. Gets the toss out, and the Hatters were all over that.
Also about 5 yards. Brings up 3rd and 10 from the Terriers.
3rd and 10 from the 5. Take one step forward, and you're lucky if you take 2 steps back without fumbling the football. And that's going for both teams right now. We have seen a total of 5 turnovers here in the first half. And yes, I'm counting the onside kick as a turnover because the way it happened, I consider it a turnover. So 3rd and 10. Quarterback under center. Drops back to pass. Fires, and he's got a man wide open with room to run. 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, 3, 2, 1, touchdown, Titusville.
There's no laundry on the field.
95 yards, pitch and catch. That was number 2 on the reception. Check that number 21. Austin Anderson, 95 yards. And just when you think we're going to have another lull score, well, how about that? Just excellent play call, excellent execution. And as soon as Anderson realized he was in the open, he kicked in the afterburners. Breaks it outside, cuts right back in again. Continue to look for the cutback lane. Extra point is no good. But Titusville is the first to strike blood with a 95-yard pitch, catch, and run. From Damian Colley to Austin Anderson.
Come out next weekend, same place, same time, as your Titusville Terriers take on the East Orlando Predators for the season finale.
So this is the second to last regular season game for ACYAA. Next week, Titusville will host the East Orlando Predators.
Titusville is set to kick off.
That is set to kick off. And there's another onside kick. It goes 10 yards. It went 10 yards, and that's an onside kick recovery for Titusville. 5 minutes left to go here in the half.
With 5 minutes to go in the half, the Titusville Terriers 6, West Volusia 0.
It's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 48-yard line. Folks, this is, well, let me say this. The last team we saw use this onside kick method, we may have gotten caught on a hot mic during a Super Bowl concerning West Melbourne. So quick story on that. So last year West Melbourne's in the Super Bowl, and their coach is like onside kicking every kickoff. Tried a couple fake punts, and Alan and I get to halftime. I thought I muted the broadcast. Well, apparently I did not, because all you hear is, "What the fire truck is going on?" And Alan and I are literally tearing this coaching staff to shreds, and all of a sudden we happen to look on the broadcast, and someone's like, "Hey, hot mic, hot mic. Caleb, did you mute it?" "Yeah, I promise I did." And all of a sudden the next comment, "No, we didn't." So we get the, of course, the assistant coaches angry. The head coach contacts us, and he is laughing so hard. The head coach is like, "I'm not even mad because that was funny." There's the handoff, and up the middle, and there's room to run. Bows over a defender. That's Larry Walker Jr., who's had one touchdown call back today. So to say that man wants to score is an understatement right now. He had about a 30, 35, 40-yard touchdown called back on a illegal block in the back. And he gets wrapped up in the backfield. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 at about the 36, 37-yard line. 2nd and 11 from the 37. Under center. And gets to the outside. He's got some running room. Follows behind a blocker. And all types of laundry are on the field. This run is going to be negated. And holding called on the offense, so that'll back them up 10 yards.
Holding against the Terriers negates that long run.
It's going to be 2nd and 20.
Bring up 2nd down and 20.
Drops back and he's got another wide open man. Brought down from behind. I believe that was number 17 on the reception. Layden Bush. And it's 3rd and 3 for the Terriers. So you go from 2nd and 20 to 3rd and 3. It's a nice gain of 17 yards on the play, and now the Terriers are going to take a timeout, want to talk this over. 53 seconds left to go in the half. You want to think cash for cars? Running or not? No, yeah. Let's try that again. Running or not? No title, no problem. Cash for cars. Give them a call at 407-613-1512. Again, that's 407-613-1512. Let's face it, we all know that one family member that's got the car that either sits in the driveway, sits behind the house, and they keep saying, I'll get it going one day. I'll find the time to fix it. Let's get some cash for it and put that cash to use for you. Up the middle, and Walker Jr. is livid. .30 seconds left to go in the half. Like to see a little more urgency out of this Terrier offense. Again, you get the ball to start the second half, so you'd like to try to score here and try to turn that into a 14-point swing. And that, I believe, that was turnover on downs, and 13 seconds left for the Hatters. And there are turnover
on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hatters from the 32-yard line. And again, your score is the Titusville Terriers 6.
Titusville up 6-0. 13 seconds left to go here in the first half. And a timeout called by the Terriers, and there are several offensive players who are visibly just irate right now. But I'll say this, you have to keep your head. Football is a game of emotion, and the team that's the most emotionally in check is usually the one that makes the least amount of mistakes. When you make the least amount of mistakes, that helps you win a football game. Again, coming up here at halftime, we will turn our mics up and you will be able to hear the homecoming ceremony. So here come the Hatters for potentially one final play. Ball's on the ground. Figueroa not able to go anywhere. As the ref says, wind that clock, and I think that will be the final play of the first half. With your score, Titusville 6, West Volusia 0. Stay tuned for homecoming ceremony here at halftime.
Alrighty, if I could please get your attention again. We are now about to present our king and queen for our 12U division. So heading to the field right now is our President Linwood and First Lady Coretta Davis. Y'all give them a round of applause. If I can get all the participants for our 12U and our 12U football and our 12U cheer that participated in the poster boards, please come to the center of the field. If you turn your attentions to the fence line, you see those beautiful posters out there. That's what our kids did. Give them a round of applause, guys.
Hello, hello. What's your name? Summers.
Janelle Diesel. Gabriella Parton. Tonight, Mayo. Emma Manning. Damian Colley. Quentin Canine. For Dublin. Carleen for
Bush. All right, and this year's winners are
Cheer Naya. Quentin.
I want to thank every kid out here for this year's King and Queens. Everybody give them a round of applause.
Y'all better help your mama put that tent up. I said they better help you put that tent up.
All right, here we go.
Mitchell's frozen treats. And let's get ready for the second half action.
Second half action. The Little Hatters are kicking off to the Terriers.
The Terriers will be receiving the second half.
Like I think BlackRock Engineering and Technology.
Let's get ready for football. Chain gang, are you ready?
And the Chain Gang looks so excited. Here we go. There's a squib kick.
By the Hatters is recovered by the Terriers.
Wow.
It'll be first and 10 from the 46-yard line to start the second half.
Well, I don't know if that was so much an onside kick as more of that's all the kid could muster. Look. His foot made contact with the top of the football. Very rarely do you find in 12, actually I say in any youth, that can give you a decent kickoff. Most kickoffs are squib kicks. That one didn't look too planned. But nonetheless, here comes the Terriers, first and 10 from the 46-yard line. Two fullbacks in the formation, one deep back, hands off to the deep back. It's going to be Larry Walker Jr. Walker Jr. slips another tackle, slips a second tackle, and is pushing the pile, having his helmet grabbed. How that's not a flag, I don't know.
That run was good for Titusville, first down, and we have a player down on the field.
A Terrier. Terrier down on the field now, getting up, walking off under his own power.
Let's get a young man a hand. He's walking off on his own.
But it'll be first and 10 from the 40-yard line for the Terriers.
First and 10 in Titusville.
As they're up 6-0, first drive here of the second half.
10-4.
Yeah. See, there's a second page.
Terriers come up to the line.
All right. Go. They come back in that wishbone. Two fullbacks and a deep back. And there's Walker Jr. trying to get to the outside. And Walker Jr. will get a gain of about 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. And there's a combination of anger coming out. Coaches are telling offensive linemen to hit somebody, and Walker Jr. has been very animated, let's say, since about the end of the first half.
2nd and 9 for the Terriers.
They only gave him a yard gain. There's a toss to Walker Jr. Walker Jr. to the outside. Larry Walker Jr.'s got one man to beat and is chopped as his legs chopped underneath him. Stopped by the safety there. That's Jordan Figueroa, the quarterback. But he has enough for a Titusville Terrier first down. It's going to be first and 10 at about the 16-yard line.
First and 10 in Titusville.
under center. Gives it to the fullback. The fullback bowls his way under. And be taken down at about the 10 or the 9-yard line.
6 yards brings up third down and 4.
3rd and 4 inside the BlackRock Engineering and Technology red zone.
2nd and 4.
That play works so well. It's because they haven't gone to anyone but Walker Jr. So giving it to the fullback. Another big body that can just bowl his way forward. And there's number 11. Number 11 trying to find some open room. And he creates his own hole, and that should be enough for a Terrier first down. And the big man is slow to get up. That was number 11, Lee Aubrey. Though I will say he was definitely acting like a more speedy back. He was looking for a hole rather than creating his own at first. And he will sit up and walk gingerly.
Hey, let's give that young man a round of applause
He
as he comes off under his own power.
he went to walk into the huddle, and coach told him,
1st and goal for the
young man, you went down with an injury. We need you to go on the sideline for a play. They send in another player.
First and goal, Titusville.
1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Inside the BlackRock Engineering and Technology red zone. For all your cybersecurity needs, find BlackRock Engineering online at www.blackengtech.com. Coach Lovich Jones is the number 1 man when it comes to cybersecurity. And there's Walker Jr. Breaks a tackle, breaks a second, breaks a third. Trying to break a fourth, and that ball is fumbled out of bounds. And it looks like the early indication is going to be a face mask. And Walker Jr. was demanding that one be called. Face mask, half the distance to the goal. Should be on the 2 or 3 yard line. Probably about the 2.5. And I know Walker Jr. wants this one, but I know what I would be calling. You give it to one of your bigger fullbacks and timeout called by the Little Hatters. And the Little Hatters want to call a timeout, making sure they're all reading the same book, on the same page, reading the same line.
Ball is down at the 1 yard line. Where's 1st and goal from the Terriers?
So 1st and goal from about the 2.5. So this is a big stand. 5:13 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lots of running the football as this quarter is just flown by. I mean, I don't feel like there's any wrong answers of who to give it to. I mean, with all the anger Walker Jr.'s pent up, I mean, if you send him straight up the middle, he's bound to run somebody over or slip a tackle. And they went with a quarterback sneak, and again, I like the trying to go unsuspecting route. We haven't seen him run the football at all today, but second and goal from about the 2.5-yard line. Ball on the ground, or gave it to one of the fullbacks, and he was dropped. It's now third and goal from about the 3. Lost about a half a yard on the play. 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Someone checking the play call. Drops back to pass. Fires and incomplete. He had it. He was wide open. Connor Delvin delivered a great ball, just the receiver not able to come up with it. .344 left to go in the third quarter. Fourth and goal. Throws it, and it's intercepted. And he's got room, but finally brought down, and wow. I'm not here to question coaches. The only thing I would ask is, as much as Larry Walker Jr., as much aggression as he has pent up, why you don't at least hand him the football at least once there inside the 3.
Interception by the West Volusia Hatters. Be first and 10. At about the 28-yard line.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That first pass they attempted there, wide open. You know, you're hoping that one's caught. That second pass, I don't know. 6-0 with 3:33 left to go here in the third. And it's first and 10. About the 27, and there's a handoff to the back. Believe that was number 4, Corey Perez. Or it might have been Antonio Mendez. Figueroa now is going to take it up inside, and he'll get a couple of yards. There is extra laundry on the field, so it'll be interesting to see what this call is. Pointing at Titusville, so I'm going to assume Some sort of defensive penalty. Face mask on the Terriers, and that's going to give the Hatters 15 yards. And that'll be enough for a Hatters first down as they are creeping into Terrier territory. Figueroa is going to take it on his own. Cuts upfield. He's got himself close to a first down. Then he gets past a first down for a gain of about 12 yards on the play to about the Terrier 38-yard line. First and 10 from the 38 there. Maybe 39. Figueroa cuts up following his blockers, and Figueroa is going to pick up another 5 yards. I'll give it to West Volusia. They're not doing anything fancy. Give the ball to their athlete, and tell them follow your blockers and make a cut when you feel you need to. Jordan Figueroa trying to get to the outside. Tries to dish out a stiff arm, and he gets thrown to the ground for his troubles. But there is a penalty flag on the play. Holding on the offense. Helmet-to-helmet contact, and that offsets. Figueroa, he's got himself a first down inside the 26 or 27-yard line. And that'll be enough for a Hatters first down. Vince Lombardi said, "Run until they stop it." Look, I only really need 3 plays. Power left, power right, and I will keep running it right until they stop it. And if they stop me going to the right, then I will run to the left. And right now, that's this West Volusia offense. If you're not going to be able to stop us from getting 4 or 5 yards of pop, we're just going to keep on. And that time they try to go right up the middle. And that's it's a gain of about 2. Figueroa found some running room and finally brought down. And there's another late flag. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on somebody. When everyone's walking away from each other and you see a flag like that, that is something was definitely said. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike on the Lil Hatters. And 15 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Second down and about 20.
Second down and close to 20 here for the Lil Hatters. But this is where you're at a disadvantage when you run this type of offense. You got to stay ahead of the chains. being behind the chains like this does not help your cause. And that will be the final play of the third quarter with your score, Titusville 6, West Volusia 0. Folks, now's the time. Get whatever preparations you need for the fourth, because we'll be back very soon. Okay, we'd like to thank BlackRock Engineering and Technology, and we'd like to also thank our main sponsor for the day, Cash for Cars. Running or not, no title, no problem. Give them a call at 407-613-1512. Again, that's 407-613-1512. They're the sponsor, and having a great day out here at Titusville so far. Titusville so far undefeated here at their homecoming. And the Hatters come out now in a spread formation. Receivers stacked top and bottom of your screen. Running back side, car right. Figueroa drops back to pass, and he's going to end up throwing it deep. He had a man and overthrows his receiver. That was number 1. That was Robert McAllister. And that is a turnover on downs. That would have been a touchdown if not for the overthrow. So again, West Volusia's had their opportunities. At one point, they had it first and goal on the 5-yard line. Couldn't punch it in. There's an opportunity there. Titusville's had a couple touchdowns called back. I think for both teams, there's going to be a lot of running at practice. There's Walker Jr. Walker Jr.'s got some space and wrapped up from behind. 6 yards, 2nd and 4 for the Terriers. You just feel it. You just feel like Walker Jr. is just ready to bust a big one. And every time it feels like he's getting ready to do it, he gets brought down from behind, or an unsuspecting defender tried to go up the middle, and he just keeps running backwards, and it's not going to help the cause.
Have a loss of about 8 yards. Gonna bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Terriers.
.58 left to go here in the 4th. 6-0, Titusville on top. You would have to think one more score, and Titusville could take another breath of relief. Checking into the game is number 21, Austin Anderson, who has the Terriers' only touchdown. He had a 95-yard catch and run Drops back to pass, and that's going to be a pass interference. Was the ball overthrown? Yes, but he got there early and slung him by the head. So that's going to be 15 yards. Pass interference on the defense. That'll be 15 yards and a first down.
And the first down as a result of the penalty against the Hatters.
First and 10 from the 50-yard line. And Walker Jr., they tried to go right up the middle, and he will lose 5 yards. Connor Delvin runs in with the play call. Delvin checks the play under center. Tosses it to Walker Jr. Walker Jr. has some room and picks up yards to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 4th and about 9.
And it's third down and 10 for the Terriers.
3rd and 10 for the Terriers. I'd like to thank Cash for Cars for their sponsorship, as well as BlackRock Engineering and Technology. 7 minutes left to go here in the game, and the Titusville Terriers are looking for something. It's been a low-score defensive battle. Titusville's had a couple of touchdowns called back. One on a punt return for a touchdown that was called back for a block in the back that was unnecessary. Larry Walker Jr. had a 30-yard touchdown that was called back due to an unnecessary block from behind at the end of the play. So each team has had their opportunities. Titusville, their last possession was in the red zone and threw an interception. Gives to Walker Jr. Walker Jr. tries to. That's not Walker Jr. That's another running back, but was slung by his jersey. And he'll lose about 2 or 3 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and 12 for the Terriers. And they're going to try to run a pass play. Shot, and it's caught. And pulled down by the helmet.
Pass is complete. The results on the Titusville first down.
And that, I believe, was number 87. Caught that pass. And that's Jack Trolley, who picks up a Titusville Terrier first down. Pulled down by the back of his helmet. So the drive extended. Walker trying to get outside, and he has not been able to get outside. Number 21 has been locking that outside down the whole second half. That's Ethan Copeland. Copeland has not allowed any running back from Titusville to get outside there on that right side, and that's a loss of 5. Second and 15 from the 40-yard line. And he's just using his reach. He's literally grabbing a hold of the jersey and slinging him by the jersey. It's not solid tackling. It's just bringing someone down any way he knows how. And as soon as he gets his hand inside the jersey, it works. Regular I formation. Walker Jr. runs around to that outside. He slips a couple of tackles and finally brought down. Picks up a nice gain of 7 or 8 yards on the play. Check that out, 7 or 8, my depth perception. He runs enough for a Titusville first down, so that was at least 16 or 17 yards. My depth perception likes to play tricks on me like that. 20 at the 24-yard line. They're just sitting outside of the Cash for Cars red zone. 3:16 left to go in the game. And if nothing else, Titusville is milking the clock. Just a regular I formation, 2 tight ends. And Walker Jr. slips out of a tackle and finally is brought down after another gain of about 6 or 7 yards. They'll give him a gain of 6 and 2nd and 4, and the Hatters will call a timeout with 2:41 left to go in the game. There they had number 7 in the backfield, Jordan Black, in as a fullback along with number 11, Lee Aubrey, who has a carry today. And again, I'd like to thank Cash for Cars. Running or not, no title, no problem. Cash for Cars. Give them a call at 407-613-1512. Again, it's 407-613-1512. And this has been an intense game all day long. Each team has had opportunities. Each team has been denied on multiple occasions inside the red zone. Walker Jr. waited for something to open up, and he gets caught up in a pile. Connor Delvin comes back to coach to get the play call. 3rd and 3 for the Terriers.
Next up is the 14U Terriers in the West Volusia Hatters.
2 minutes left to go in the game. you can just feel the tension. Snap, and he will get hit in the backfield. And there's an injured Terrier on the field. As he was down writhing in pain. And they are picking him up and carrying him off the field. I don't have a number. But they have picked him up and carried him off the field to the sideline. So they're gonna play. 1.5 minutes left to go.
2 to go in the ball game, and the score is the Titusville Terriers 6, West Volusia 0.
Here we go. Dropping back to pass. Now he's got some running room. He's going to pick up the Terrier first down inside the 12 or 11 yard line. It's Connor Delvin doing the smart thing there and just picking up the first down and getting out of bounds. Under center. And they're going to take a knee. Timeout by the Little Hatters. And coach is saying, don't even, same thing. Get out of here with a 6-0 victory. And right now the player that was carried off the field is now walking under his own power right to the bench. But he was up, he was walking, was with a bit of a limp. But now back to the action. 50 seconds left to go. And a knee taken by the Terriers. As they're going to have to kneel it one more time. And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how this game concludes. A defensive struggle, lots of mistakes made, but at the end of the day, the score that counts was number 21, Austin Anderson, on the 95-yard pitch, catch, and run. 6-0 Titusville on top. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in for the 12U game. We got one more game left to go here from Al Warnicki Field. The 14U action coming up right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Again, your final score from 12U, Titusville 6, West Volusia 0.